Hi everyone, how are you doing? So, I just came here to tell you about my current read, and it's such a beautiful book that I cannot, like, no matter how much I talk about it, it's never going to be enough. And I am saying this as a fiction reader because this is a non-fiction, and I usually do not read non-fiction that much. But this book, oh my god, it has turned out to be such a beautiful exception that I just cannot thank enough to HarperCollins for sending me this beautiful book. Can we take a moment just to appreciate the cover? Like, whenever I pick up this book, I just get lost in its beauty, how beautiful this is. And not only just the cover, but the inside as well. I'll show you. See these beautiful illustrations, and there are pictures, there are quotes in the here. Okay, I have never done this, so please do not judge me because I know I'm just rambling, but introducing you properly, this is Robin Hood of Kathiawad and other extraordinary stories from India's freedom movement by Paperclip. Now, this is a story like this is a collection of stories. There are 50 chapters, 50 different stories, and they are woven in, in this beautiful thread that you just cannot help but, like, when you get read it, right, and you get to every new chapter, and with every new chapter you're getting to know something new that you don't find in your textbooks, like in history textbooks or whatever we have been studying, right? What we have been studying is mostly about the famous leaders who, like, everybody knows. But this book, this is a gem when I say it, because the way that it has expressed, the unknown heroes, and not just heroes, the symbolisms that, how very little things there were, very small details, but they were all adding up to the fuel of the fire that led to our independence. It was never just one person effort, right? You must agree with that. But there are still so many people, so many stories, so many tales, and, like, a lot that we don't know about India, that we don't know how much these people have done for us, and we really do not appreciate them. Like, before reading the story, right, I was never aware of the way Bengal was in the, freedom fighter struggle, and how in Bengal, right, there was this in Calcutta specifically, there was this person, I think I'm forgetting the name, just give me a second. um Wait a minute. Yes, the person was Surendra Mohan Bose. Okay, so Surendra Mohan Bose came to India from US after completing his education, and while he was in US as well, right, he used to read these articles how when Indian soldiers at the war front, they would come back and they would say, express their worries about how, they're not provided with these adequate supplies. So he studied chemical engineering, so he believed that he would have a solution for that, and he did. Like, at one, like, this was in the pre-independence era, so you can understand that there is no marketing, there is not even proper resources available, but still he had full faith in what he has studied and his, his willpower to do something for his country. That led him to start his own raincoat company, India's first raincoat, like, first startup in pre-independence era. Who would have thought? I was so, like, surprised. I had to Google about it, and really, there is a company called Duckback. He started this organization on his own at first, and then his brothers eventually helped him in that. And because, at that time, how Gandhiji was urging everyone to boycott the foreign products and all, at that time his company came forward, like, especially in all over Bengal, people had, like, every household at least had one raincoat from Duckpack. And eventually, from developing, like, from making just raincoats, they also developed so many other niche products that are just, like, it's just so amazing to me that people in the pre-independence era were also, it's not just about that in the war front or in the these movements, also you are participating. It's also about how you are helping your countrymen. He went into commerce, and he literally helped a lot of Indians. At one point when these all the other companies were struggling, people were like hitting back with the financial crisis and all. At that time also, his company's turnover was the highest because he had such a like innovative idea that nobody was doing, and that led him to you can say to being the pinnacle. Yes, that is the correct word. So, and not only just this story, but there are so many other interesting and very inspiring stories that are very important for us to know. I really am so glad that I literally got this one. Thank you again to HarperCollins, because as a person who's interested in history, in our culture and heritage and everything, and this year, because I decided that I'll be reading more of Indian literature, I think this is the best I could have picked. And I'm not even done 50%. I would say I've just only read one part yet. Yes, I have to start from chapter number 14, I think. Oh no, sorry guys. Chapter number 9. I have only read 8 chapters. First part was of 8 chapters. And in these 8 stories only, I am just, you can see how much, I'm like awestruck right now. And I cannot wait to read more further in this book and get to know about how many more stories are there waiting. And like it really feels like a reward when after the whole day of work or whatever I'm doing, and after the whole day when I get to this book and turn the pages and start reading a new story, it just feels like such a reward to me that wow, the beauty of this literature is just unreal. And I'm so happy that I picked this up. Like, I'm reading other books as well, but along with that, I am reading this daily. I would read 2 to 3 stories, and that is to say from this week, because I have been in such a bad slump that I was not able to read anything at all. But finally, I am reading, and the progress is slow. I am a slow reader, no doubt about that. But still, I'm loving at what pace I'm going, and yeah, just wanted to share about it. I think it's been already too long, so I won't take much of your time. Just ending with, I'll just end here on a note to say that if you want, please get your hands on this one. It's so beautiful, you will not regret it. And I would say that you will at least get to learn something, right, about your own country. So, what's the harm in that? So, please do read out this book, and you are going to love it. I'm damn sure about it. Thank you, guys. Bye.